my channel. So we just filmed, most likely to, and hopefully it will be going to be the first one up. But we haven't actually moved where we were sat from that video. But if you have watched that video,
Hold.
oh God, I'm holding her tea. But she's lost feeling in her leg. She's got pins and needles. Okay. We're literally just sat on the floor, but this video is going to be a short video, I think, like the other one. But, so, basically, we both have a medical problem.
We're disabled. I literally am.
Okay, so
this video is not to offend anybody.
no, it's
We
not.
literally are disabled.
In ways, we're not physically, well,
I'm very physically disabled and mentally and
but we're not, in
emotionally.
this video, we're not trying to offend anyone. Oh, just pulling the blanket out from under my arse.
My foot's cold.
Oh, sorry.
And I can't feel my foot.
Well, I'll do that. Okay. So we're literally just sat on the floor with blankets.
And tea.
And Pepsi Max for me. So we're going to take it in turns and explain something. But I think you're going to go first because mine's longer. But yeah, so we're not trying to offend anyone with this video. We're just telling you.
Yours longer?
Well,
Oh my God, I cannot
the
wait.
explaining of it is a bit longer. But yeah, we're not trying to offend anyone with this. We are literally just saying the problems that we have. Well, I've developed, and you have.
Born with.
Yeah.
Because I am a pretzel.
Okay, so we are
You
going
can
to
go first.
Oh God. Okay, I'll go first then. We are being serious with this. This is something we do struggle with.
We do take the mick out of each other though.
Yeah, we do.
But we don't care.
We are best
You
friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So we always take the mick out of each other.
Oh, she's my bestie, she's my bestie.
That's right. Okay, so it's 2019 now, literally. But in January 2018, it was on my birthday actually, the 26th.
Fat rip.
I got tonsillitis, which was normal for me. It was my second time having it, so I knew what was going on. It was fine. It was over quite soon. And then in Easter 2008, I said 2018,
Not got that far
my
yet.
brother ended up going into hospital. He went into hospital. He had something called walking
The who?
English. Oh my God. Okay, he has
Not
something
say it.
called walking pneumonia. Now it sounds bad, but it is bad. But he gets really, really bad head
is.
pains.
It is
He
bad.
gets it at the back and at the front, and yeah. And at the time we had to call an ambulance. It was also on April 1st, so my friends thought I was April Foolsing them, basically. And it's not even a
You
word.
told me and I knew I knew that he was ill
Yeah.
anyway. Because your mum told me.
Yeah, but we had to call an ambulance, and that's nothing to do with what happened with me. But at the time, I was having really bad headaches, and my hands, so my fingertips and my fingers started to go really weird. I couldn't really feel them. And then we went to my dad's for a week, because my mum and my dad are separated. So we went to my dad's for Easter, for a week in Easter. And what happened was I started to lose feeling in my leg. And I couldn't walk, I couldn't get up, I couldn't walk around, it was hurting. I was refusing to get out of bed, not because I'm lazy, well, I'm lazy anyway, but
True.
because of how much pain I was in with my legs. And there was something happening with my family and everything, and my dad called my mum, and we were in the car, and she was like, what's happening, what's going on? And I said, I can't walk. Like, walking to the car from my dad's house was so painful, and I'm in so much pain, it hurts.
Sorry, I got an itchy knee.
Sorry. Oh, it went on my nose. But, yeah, so I was having lots of trouble and I didn't know what was going on, so my mum said, okay, I'm taking you to the minor injuries unit in Gosport.
A&E.
We didn't go to A&E. We went to Gosport War Memorial.
Yeah, A&E.
Didn't know.
Well, during the day, or did you just like walk in?
No, it was night. It wasn't A&E.
Oh.
It wasn't QA.
Yeah, but there's still A&E in Gospel War.
Oh yeah, good point. Well, I went into minor injuries, so we went there. We waited. We were there for about 2 hours, I think. And me saying this is going to be a short video, it's already been 5 minutes. But they then saw me, and I was supposed to go on a choir tour. Yes, I was in the choir. I don't know why.
So now I can hear you.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier.
But yeah, so then QA, Queen Alexandra Hospital, for anyone who doesn't know, asked to see me because the minor injury said, we don't know why you've come because we can't help you with this, we don't know what to do, so we've called QA and they want to see you tomorrow. But the problem I was having in minor injuries was at the time, I couldn't, I need to use my leg for this, I couldn't feel my legs up to here, there.
Ah, feet. I don't feet.
But I couldn't feel my legs up to about there. And it was really painful. And I was in Uggs. So I had fluffy Uggs on, I had fluffy socks on. And when my mum touched my feet, I don't know why she touched my feet, they were ice cold. And they had there was so much warmth in my shoes and my socks. But my feet were like ice. And the doctor felt them. And he was quite worried about that. But he was also worried about the fact I was having pounding headaches. And I had it for about 2 weeks. So we went to QA the next day and they said, we want you to stay the night. And my mum said, oh, do you want me to stay instead of going to the choir tour, which was in Germany? So I said, no, go. So my mum went off to the choir tour, which has nothing to do with what's going on, but I was with my dad at the hospital. And, sorry, I'm drinking Pepsi Max, which makes me burp. But then they said that they want me to stay the night, so I had to stay in hospital. I had lots of my friends messaging me. I had lots of support, but they then said, we don't know what's going on. We're not too worried about your legs, but we're worried about your head because it was a non-stop headache plus migraine. It was the side of my head, it was the front of my head, it was the top of my head, it was all around my head. And it was getting really bad. I would scream in the night and I couldn't sleep because of how bad. I was up for 3 hours one night because of how bad my head was. And they said, we want you to have an MRI. Now, I don't know what the meaning for MRI is. It's like magnetic
Radiation inspection.
She knows.
Something
like that. But
something inspection.
Yeah, so I had to stay the night, and in the morning they came to me and said, we want you to walk, we want to see how far you can walk, but we want to see what you can do. So I was unable to. I got up and the pain in my feet was just so bad. They did tests on my legs and I couldn't walk that well. I was having so much pain. Then they said, I want you to have an MRI, as I said, and I had the MRI. Everything's fine. They were just checking things off the list. So they checked for MRI.
Brain damage.
They checked for brain damage. They checked for tumours. They checked for meningitis. They checked for everything. Because of my feet, they were going funny colours and they didn't think that was right. But yeah, so they didn't think I had it. They just checked it off their list. And I was perfectly fine. There was nothing going on in my head. And then a couple months went by and I had to go back into hospital because I woke up one morning and I could not walk. My feet had gone blue, they were turning purple and black, they were freezing, I couldn't walk. My mum she nearly called an ambulance for me, but she was able to get me down the stairs and in the car. We got to the hospital and they said, I had a blood test when I was in hospital, but they said the blood test came back and they found something in my blood. It wasn't bad, but no. It said that it was
an iron deficiency. What iron?
No, it was a infection. So I had been suffering from an infection that I'd had, and even though it was in my legs, it was the tonsillitis I'd had in January. So even though this was an Easter, I was suffering still from it, and it had messed up in a way my nerves in my legs. And they said it was something called post-infection syndrome and that I needed to take medication just to calm down my nerves. Basically I have overexcited nerves. And
no wonder why you're so crazy.
And then I went back into hospital again because I couldn't walk. And they said, I don't know, like, you should be going to your doctor. We can't help you. We need your doctor to prescribe you the medication. And we need the okay from your doctor to prescribe it. And they prescribed me the medication. I was on 10 milligrams. Then it got worse. And I was unable to do any gymnastics, which I love gymnastics. I wasn't able to go on my trampoline because when I went down, the pressure on my legs hurt so much. I wasn't able to run. I wasn't able to do any sport. I was off sport for a couple of months. And I wasn't able to do anything. And it was really quite painful. And then they still didn't really know what was going on. My headaches had stopped. They were calming down. They hadn't stopped. They were calming down. But they were getting better. My legs weren't. And after a while, I lost to about here, just above my hip. I have now lost complete feeling up to about my hip. And I went off to boarding school, and the GP at my boarding school had upped my dosage of my medication to 30 milligrams. And there was side effects to the medication.
That noise.
Sorry. There were side effects to the medication, which was drowsiness, and I was falling asleep in lessons, and it wasn't doing me any good. And then I had a hospital appointment, and they took me to the physiotherapist, or
Physiotherapist.
Thank you, physiotherapist. And I had a session with her, and they said to do exercises, and I was doing them, and it wasn't getting any better, to the point where I had lost complete feeling up to here, and my arms I can't feel to about here now.
Shows it.
But yeah, and my feet are constantly cold, my hands are cold.
I just had to prove that you cannot actually feel.
But I can feel things, like if someone pinched me, so my mum did this test, she pinched me. She wasn't doing it like meanly, but she pinched me, and it took about 5 minutes for me to feel it. So I was on 30 milligrams, and then I had and they said, they put me back in the physiotherapy room, and they said they'd give me new exercises, they gave me new things to do, and they said that I should do Pilates, karate, boxing, things like that.
Pilates.
And yeah, so I have a problem in my legs where it's called post-infection syndrome. So from a strep infection, it messed up my nerves in my legs. Yeah, I don't know either. But so I have to struggle with that, and hopefully they said it will get better. It might take a while, and sometimes it might take even a year.
You said disinfectant then.
But yeah, so I struggle from that, and basically it's my nerves are overexcited in my legs. So if someone flicks you, it would hurt. Where for me, it takes a while for it to feel it, but then it's also...
That slap she probably did not feel. I didn't even slap you that hard.
But then it takes me a while to feel it, and it's twice as painful. So probably the slap now, I can feel a little like tingling here where it was I was hit. But
You got a red mark though. I didn't even slap you that hard.
But yeah, so I struggle from that. So it means I can't do gymnastic videos anymore. I can't do things like that, and I had to stop my gymnastics. I had to slow down in sport. I have to wear supports on my legs. And yeah, so yeah.
That's that pretzel.
Yeah. So Toni is now going to explain hers. That was actually quite long. It was 14 minutes.
Oh my god.
But Toni...
Mine...
Yeah.
It's just weird, isn't it? I was born with it. It's... I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It's called hypermobility syndrome. So, like, it won't ever go away. I have two things, because I'm, like...
Amazing.
Yeah. One I was born with, and one we don't know yet if I was born with it or not. Which hypermobility is just you're really flexible, isn't it? Like
Where your joints are.
really flexible, like
Yeah, so she can do quite like weird things.
weird things. Not in that sense.
Yeah,
of
but she
thing.
can like move her. She
I am really like.
Yeah.
Basically, when I was born, my legs are two different lengths. So one hip is higher than the other. So it's just really weird. And then I have a displacement of my left knee. So it's like dislocated.
She can literally dislocate her hip and her knee.
Not my knee.
From walking. Well, not your knee, but your hip
My
from
hip.
walking.
Yeah. But the second thing is it's called, it's really hard to say. It's like lumbar lordosis. Lumbar.
Something like that.
Lumbar lordosis. It's a type of like scoliosis where you have like a curve in your back, but mine's not a curve. Mine goes into my back. So it's a massive
We both kind
dip.
of had the same thing.
It's got like a massive dip in your back. So like, and when I was little, I got told not allowed to do gymnastics, dance, sport. I still did it though, because why not?
Because of the curve. I have a curve in my back, but mine isn't as bad as hers.
No, mine's just like, well, hello, you're there, hello.
Yeah, we both kind of have. My curve goes like that, while her curve goes like that. That makes sense.
Your curve, like.
So when I'm sat up straight, my back is pushed. My shoulders are back. Yeah. Our backs are bent in and pushed back, and it hurts. I can't lie flat, so I offer exercises for that as well. But yeah, so
It's just weird.
So like I would do more gymnastics videos, and I was planning to before Easter, but I ended up getting my problems with my legs, and I was going to do videos with Toni, but then she has problems with her back and her hips and things like that. So
I can do gymnastics.
Yeah,
just...
I can still do it, but I can't do certain tricks. So I can do a somersault and backflip still, but it's things like handsprings and back handsprings. I can still do them, but I have to be on like an air mat, otherwise it hurts. Because the pressure on the floor...
On the trampoline is fine.
Yeah, on the floor. It hurts as I land because of all it's just like... I can't explain it. But it's the pain shooting up my leg. It gets quite bad.
Accentuating pain. I think that's the word.
But yeah, so I thought we would just at least explain that.
Why we don't do...
Yeah. Yeah, but we would love to, and we were going to do one. We were thinking about it.
But we're not, we're going to do another funny video.
Oh, God, yeah. But yeah, so this is going to, I think this might go up today. This is going to go up after, most likely too. But yeah,
but
so...
one more thing to add. My leg was like this.
I don't know why she can do...
I'm just weird.
Oh my God. It's just creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, enjoyed's the wrong word, but I hope you guys...
Why does my neck go like that? Look, it's really long and it goes... I look like a frog.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you... Well, as I said before, enjoyed's not the right word. But yeah, so I hope you guys understood. It's very complicated, but also, God, comment wherever you like. I don't mind. Like the video and subscribe, and I will see you guys probably. Yeah, see you guys later. Bye.